Alright, coming at you in the hoodie again. Why? Because I am still freezing my ass off. But anyway, interesting title, right? Corruption, Greed, and the Edmund Fitzgerald. First of all, just a bit of a precursor to it all. I have a unique connection to the Fitzgerald. And no, I wasn't related to anybody on it, but I come from a long line of sailors, uncles, grandfather, great-grandfather. We've all been connected to the water somehow. I even worked the ships, at least in terms of being a dock worker for a long time. So names like the William Irvin, the Edwin Gott, the Catherine de Gagne all resonate with me. And likewise, so does the Edmund Fitzgerald. There's a certain mythology to the Fitzgerald as to where I spent part of my childhood that captivates us all. It's something of a hometown history. So this time of year, my thoughts always seem to fall into the depths wherein those 29 men lost their lives. Like they say, the Edmund Fitzgerald, the Fitz, was the Titanic of the Great Lakes. But I want to shed light on a secondary part to the entire story. I mean, the primary part involves how did the Fitzgerald fall? Was it a hatch cover that wasn't entirely sealed? Did she bottom out? Was it a rogue wave? And on and on and on. And I would argue rogue wave. I watched a really good documentary tonight on it, and it would seem that the rogue wave theory is actually the most theoretically sound of said theories as to how the Fitz went down. But there were contributing factors that tie into each and every theory that tie into corporate greed, which is kind of where this video is going, in that ships at that particular time they had design specifications wherein they had a maximum load. And it was due to deregulation in the shipping industry, wherein, or I should say, maybe it wasn't statutory deregulation, as in there were laws made deregulating the industry, but certain things were overlooked, wherein ships could be loaded past their design capacity. Guess what? That's exactly what the Fitzgerald underwent prior to her departure into Lake Superior, wherein we all know the story. She'd sink. Beyond that, a lot of ships would pass up Safe Harbor during the November gale, when the Witch of November would come down. Why? Because, well, as one captain put it, now I'm going to see if I can clip it and put in this vid, but if not, I'll direct you towards the vid. They had to line the pockets of the millionaires. See the recurrent theme? Keep in mind the Fitzgerald went down in 1975. 1975, 85, 95, 2005, plus another, 6? Oh, that's shit, 36 years ago. So, this thing that we combat, this sacrifice of people so that the rich can get richer, is something that's been around for a while. And I'm hoping that slowly but surely we're all awakening to the travesty of it all. 29 lives, the lives lost at Deepwater Horizon. If you add them all up, it's absolutely disgusting. And why? So that the rich can get richer and the poor can get poorer. And the worst part about the Edmund Fitzgerald was that the NTSB, their official report, states that more or less the Fitzgerald sunk due to human error, and that the deckhands didn't properly close the hatches. And they actually offered cash settlements so that the family members of the Fitzgerald crew would not speak about the topic, so that they could cover their own asses. Corporate Greed 101, 1975, SS Edmund Fitzgerald. It's all in the history, people, and let's wake up to it. So, in order to properly end this video, I thought it fitting to throw in a tribute to the Edmund Fitzgerald. I'm not related to anybody on it, as stated before, but again, there's a certain mythological connection as to where I spent part of my childhood and the Fitz. And she's in our hearts, as are the entirety of her crew. So without further ado, farewell, Fitzgerald. Farewell. Here you are. Peace.
Legend lives on from a Chippewa on down on the big lake they call Gitchigumi. The lake is said never gives up a dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. The good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As our big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crude and good captain built season, including some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind and the wires made a tattletale sound, and the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as a captain did too, 'twas a witch of November came stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait, and the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of the hurricane west wind. Supper time came, the old cook came on deck, saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed you. At 7 p.m. a man Hatchway gave in. He said, fellas, it's been good to know you. Captain went in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when his lights went outside, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? Searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up, or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep into the water. And all that remains is the faces and the names, all the wives and the sons and the daughters. Huron rose superior it seems in the rooms of her ice water mansion. All Michigan steams like a young man's dreams, the islands and bays of a sportsman. And farther below Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as Americans all know, where the gales of November remember. day in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell chimed, it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from a Chippewa and down on the big lake they called it Shigoni. Superior, they say, never gives up a day when the gales of November